Alright folks, Tim here again from High End Cheap Tech. I'm going to keep the intro short because I have the flu and I may have to get up and head to the bathroom down the hall again and throw up again. I'm freezing. It's 80 degrees in the house and I'm wearing a jacket. And under that I'm wearing another jacket. Let's get right to the point of this. And the point is, there are three good budget smartphones coming out right now. At the beginning of the year, the Umidigi F1. It's going to be available for roughly $199. And then the Redmi from Xiaomi, the Redmi Note 7, which will be about $265. That's what it is, a gear best right now. But that's a Chinese ROM. You need to wait for an international version. Although it looks like it's got quite a few of the European bands, it doesn't have any of the US LTE bands. And then last but not least is the new mobile G4. These are all 6.2 or 6.3 inch displays, full HD 1080 by, I don't know, like 2160 or 2440. We'll get to that. So I'm going to leave it at that and cue up the intro and we'll go from there. Alright folks, I'm back. Here we go. Now, we're looking at three different phones here. And the first is the Umidigi. It's by far got the most interest on my channel. It's kind of a plain looking back, but it's got a nice fingerprint scanner. Pretty good cameras, 16 and 8 on the back, high res. It's pretty good. It has Android 9 Pie and a 5150 milliamp hour battery and a P60 Helio P60 processor, and 128 gig ROM, and you can expand that also with the a microSIM. So pretty good phone. Comes in a variety of colors, and the current price, that might be the best thing, at least for right now. You can get it over on AliExpress for $199. I'm expecting that price to kind of hold up when it gets over to GearBest, Geekbuy, Banggood, all those places. It's a pretty nifty phone. It's got the teardrop notch. It does have face unlock, but let's face it, with a teardrop notch, you don't want to be using that. Just use the fingerprint scanner, folks. Learn to live with it. Put a case on the back so you can lay it face down, and as you pick it up, hit that button. It'll always be going. Alright, next we have the Xiaomi. Now this one is the best of the bunch because of its specs. It's also the most expensive by far. Just for the 4 gig model, you'd be looking at $265.99. So called $266 on Geekbuy right now. It also has a teardrop notch. It has one thing the others do not have, and that is a 48 megapixel and a 6 megapixel rear camera. We're talking insanely fantastic camera on the back.
We don't know yet. We haven't had a review as to how good it'll be. But you can get it with 3 gig of RAM for a little less, with 32 gig internal, with expandable storage still. It has MIUI 9 on top of Android 8.1, I believe. Yeah, I'm almost sure of it. Let's check that. We're gonna have to scroll down a whole bunch to find it. Yeah, keep buying. We just take all the customers' stuff. It does have a USB-C port, a rarity lately for budget phones from Xiaomi. And it has a headphone jack. Very cool. Well, yeah, it's Android 8.1. Ooh, that took a while to scroll through. It is glass front and rear. No wireless charging. Sorry. 4,000 milliamp battery. Let's face it. And a Snapdragon 660 processor. You're going to get some pretty good. Yeah, the Helio P60 and the Snapdragon 660. If you're a gamer, you want to go with the Snapdragon. This might be the one for you. If you're a photographer, this might be the one for you. And then last but not least, and as usual, all these phones, like I said, I've done videos on them. You can look them up and get all the detailed specs on those videos. They'll come up at the end, or if you look at the description below, they're all linked right there. New is coming out with the G4. It's a 6.2 inch display with 6 gig of RAM. It has either 64 gig on board with microSD expansion or 128. The 64 gig is $249, $279 for the 128. They also do offer one version with a ceramic back. It has the pretty back cover, and what they've basically done is move the flash from the right as you look at it to the left and change the shape of the fingerprint reader. I don't know if that's an advantage, disadvantage. I haven't had any real. There were some hands-on, but right now, you know, those were CES hands-on. If you check out the video I did, there are some good videos in there. One of them with the marketing director, and I believe this is the only phone of the 3 to have wireless charging. Can't go wrong with wireless charging, folks. It just means you don't have to plug it in, you just lay it down and ignore it until the light turns green. It does have a god-awful large notch. I'm sure they could have done a better job with that. But they didn't. And it's, you know, all 3 of these are too big for me. Although if New wants to send me one of these to test, I'd be absolutely ecstatic to get my hands on one. Oh, with only the 64 gig, which is more than enough. Now, these will not be the only 3 budget smartphones this year. There will be lots more coming down the pipe. But let's face it, there just aren't that many really inexpensive smartphones left anymore with some serious horsepower and relatively large batteries and all the good stuff that goes with that. So that's all I have for today. As I said, if you look in the corners above and the corner to the right, you will see the cards for the last, or the videos I did on these, and you can get some more detailed specs, links to their websites, all that good stuff is there, so you can look at the specs, peruse them. Little note here on the Xiaomi. This does not have any US LTE band except 8 that I could spot. This is not a global round. This is a Chinese round. Keep that in mind if you're overseas, or you know how to, it comes in Chinese and English, but it's not going to have the Play Store. It's going to be quite limited for now. They'll come out with a global version, just like they did with the Pocophone. So, and you will get the world's fastest fingerprint reader, guaranteed. So I'm going to leave it at that and say, have a great day, thanks for watching, and I have to go throw up again. Just kidding.